Welcome back to the Company of Heroes tournament, the second one that Inuki, that is myself, has decided to host for your viewing entertainment. This game today is between the blue and the red guys. Also, actually their names is Lolly as the blue. Or just Lolly as he likes to be called. He's a Korean guy. He's building a load of engineers straight off the mark, so he'll have extra capping power at the start. Lots of yummy territory to add to his pleasantries. And his pleasantries will involve riflemen, presumably, because who can't live without riflemen? In any case, his opponent, Siberian Platoon, as the... I mean, it's red here and orange there. I haven't fully understood why that is, but it's not important. Siberian is just an amazing guy. We'll put it like that. I've seen a load of interviews of him, and he seems very confident of his own ability to beat the opponent, even when the situation just looks completely against him. So I'm expecting a good game here. We have the engineers, combat engineers as they like to be called. They are very good to go. They are building a barracks. So that is the 4th engineer squad which is doing that. Meanwhile, he moves to the fuel on the left-hand side of the map. He's got to connect that territory up and is grabbing a buttload of munitions at the start. So what can you do with munitions at the start as allies? There isn't too much really until you get bars out or grenades. Those are the things that you can really start using early munitions on. Siberian has decided to place some wired... Whoa! The amazing teleportation trick! Just 2 Volks going on the opposite side of the barbed wire there, locking themselves out, and they have to move irritatingly all the way around here. Is he going to place... Yeah, he's going to place some more wire. Why not? We have some spare time to do this, so it's going to really impair the movement ability of the engine. It's not going to impair the movement ability of the engineers at all. They'll easily snip-snap, give that wire a vasectomy, so not a problem, not a concern there, as Siberian focuses on the right-hand side of the map. Still no engagement, so we can only talk about build orders, and they have a second unit produced by Siberian. It is the MG42. Interesting enough, it's placed back here as well, so this tells me he's expecting something here. We got engineers moving. I believe he won't. Yeah, he'll definitely not be able to see that strategic point capped, but he can move into position if he wants to. It's really up to him, and it is the 2-minute 45-second mark, and we finally have a shot fired. Lolly making a rather interesting mistake. He's decided to hop into the building with no windows there on the side, so he'll just be taking unnecessary damage staying there. The Volks do have a light cover there, so they are in a favorable situation against the riflemen, but they try to move up the engineers as well. We are getting ever so teensy-weensy slightly outnumbered. We don't want that. I feel Siberian is trying to bait them into this MG, though. The MG might move up. Oh, he wants it. He's so wanted. He's like, come on, follow me, Lolly. Come on, walk through the closet, where you shall only meet your despair. I mean, candy. Eat the candy. And so... not happening. We do have the victory points captured, all 3, which is interesting, because usually players like to focus on the munitions early on, but no. Lolly has the early VP advantage. We have a second group of Volksgrenadiers out. Has the MG decided to move? It has just a bit. And now we're seeing another group of riflemen out here. They are taking cover in heavy Woodsville. We have... I mean, light heavy cover here. We got a load of light and a bit of heavy from these bricks as well. And it seems like Siberian is about to get himself sandwiched, but he's holding ground so far. He is done quite a significant amount of damage against the rifleman over there. His riflemen, his Volk squads are separating their fire. Currently, we have an engineer on the left-hand side, which have just popped flamethrowers. This is quite significant. But Siberian is focusing that flamethrower down. He is... what? Siberian, do you do children's parties? What kind of amazing trick is that? I mean, look at the health of the Volks. There's just a bit of damage. Nothing more than that, though. We had a Flame Pioneer back there as well. But just look at the damage that Lolly walks away with. That's incredible. That did not look favorable at all for Siberian. But I guess these bricks were giving off a lot more cover than maybe the indication was intending. The flamethrower would have been extraordinary there, but Siberian turned around, focused it, and he walks away with so much health and able to even advance. He brings up his Volk squads, also an MG squad as well. 2 MGs, he's just brought them all up. He's seizing the opportunity to be somewhat aggressive and lay down his defenses further in the battlefield. So he's going to be holding on to maybe some of these territories for quite a while until maybe you can see Lolly spacing out. He really wants to get a good engagement on this one, but it's going to come down to how Siberian has split up his MGs. And he seems to have a good cone of fire. We've got this area secure. We've even got the left secure. And yes, we have started you and me. But there goes one rifleman squad pinned, taking a load of casualties. Oh, one guy left. Is he going to be able to get out? The second rifleman squad. The first rifleman squad is wiped out. The second one is now pinned as well. We got a third one just further left. You can see Siberian decides to focus that one. We got engineers just trying to come around here and flank with a flamethrower, but a mine meets them. So this seems like a complete and utter failure for Lolly. He hides inside the building. I can't think of what... losing a flame engineer squad as well, and we got a pioneer moving up here to capture the munitions too. That's going to be a significant loss, but yeah, I could not think really what Lolly can do in that situation other than cower inside that building or just make a full retreat. We got more mines down from Siberian as well. A sniper here as well. 3 kills as well. Right, that's enough of that word. We're not using any more of that, but... Ooh, Lolly laughing in the face of death there. This guy was just a puppet for what was to come. The real villain is the flamethrower squad. Yeah, he's going to win the game. Yeah, this is not anything like the training. There was a lot more Allied soldiers dying in this scenario. Not so much in the training. The training was good. Yeah, you are being engaged. So let's see what this rifleman squad can do. We have excellent spacing on these guys as they fire onto the Volks, which are currently capturing the munitions point. So they're taking additional damage. Oh! And as I was talking about spacing, it looks like that rifleman has just increased the amount of space right between the forehead, and his fellow friend is joining him too. Bars have been popped right up, so additional firepower for them. A flamethrower comes on the side. Ew! He did not come on the side at all. No, he flamed on the side of the skull, which used to be the MG42. They've been on a departation trip now. We got another secondary flamethrower squad burning the Volks in the building. A Siberian late to the party though, just notices he gets out of there. He's taken half damage. 4 guys left in that squad. I don't know why Lolly is deciding to give chase in here. He could actually lose another squad with his sniper kiting and then turns around and fire. Come on! No! No! Siberian, no! You were late there. He could have just killed another squad, but he fired just late of that, so never mind. Hey, he's already taken out 2 rifleman squads. We are building hopefully more rifleman squads. We just need 1 more, maybe 1 more, but it's looking bad. We need fuel. We are giving Siberian lots and lots of fuel to produce his Krieg barracks, which is already up, actually. Do we have any units produced from this Krieg barracks? I believe we do not just yet. Nope. We still have a few units on the field for Siberian. That's interesting. He's got his MG around here. He's even got a mine right behind his engineer, just in case anyone wants to be bold and try and attempt a buttfuckery. Oh, the riflemen stepping on a mine just outside of their base as well. That was very well placed there from Siberian's engineers. He evidently had some time to do that, and he did it. And now there's no rifleman squad on the field to engage from the front. Not that it would matter, there was a perfectly placed MG there. But at least when they re-enter the battlefield, they'll be much weaker, because there is no triage center up at the moment. We got a rifleman squad approaching from this side, a rifleman squad approaching from that side, and it's not looking healthy again. The crane has just did a little crunch. God knows what did that, and we're about to step on yet another mine. Pleasant camera angles. Yep. Ooh, and the sniper's still here as well. The soldier does not look in a healthy condition. He could probably use some medical attention. Now, maybe a medic station would be a nice idea for Lolly. He's taking so many losses that he could potentially gain quite heavily from a medic station. But then again, Siberian, being a great player, with his MP40 Volks as well. Pow, 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 pow. I love MP40 Volks. They're brill. He'll most likely just target fire the medics with snipers and all good stuff like that. More mines going down in the center. This MG perfectly on the left-hand side. Something to note on this game is just the MG42 play is spectacular. Oh, the mine was laid down there from the rifleman, which indicates that infantry doctrine has been selected for Lolly. The Volks step over that, but don't take two. Whoa, speed hacks. Get out of there. You should be banned right now, sir. Oh, and then he's going slow, so interesting glitchy animations there. You can see Lolly doesn't like the idea of giving too much fuel away to his opponent. Not that that matters too much now. There is a Pak 38 now. I don't think this was necessary to get a Pak 38 at the moment. It's still going to be useful, but he could have brought in some grenadiers or a half-track or any other unit, really, from the Krieg barracks, and he would have been fine. There's no real concern at the moment at the 11-minute mark of a fast M8 of the sort, because he's held onto the fuel for a large portion of the game. We've got the sniper again, 16 kills. That's quite impressive for early on in the game. The flamethrowers and the MG are just moving around, getting into better positions, taking whatever targets they can. Looks like these rifleman squads are going to be able to do enemy unit down. A decent amount of misplacement for the MG there. Oh, maybe we're going to see the rifleman hop over to this mine and give it a big giant hug. Yeah, they're going to hug it, and they're going to place their own mine on top of it as well. Oh, we step on a mine and say, yep, that was actually a pretty impressive mine. You know what would go well with this mine that just killed our two guys? Our own mines.
Okay, done building.
There we go. Mines on top of mines.
Check your ammo.
So Lolly did something there. I'm not sure what. He seemed to have lost a lot of guys, but at the very least, he got rid of the MG, he got rid of the sniper from that location, and he can start to begin capping. If we had a grenadier squad, they could quite easily come here and clean up. Notice the mines first, and then the fuel. So he feels he isn't going to be able to hold on to this, so he's going to stick some mines down first, and do some damage, at least, to anyone that decides to come capture this. But hey, we got minesweepers here from Siberian, as expected from such a great player. All great players will invest in minesweepers as soon as they step on one mine, sometimes even before. But usually, we step on a mine before we buy one. It's just a general rule of thumb of high-level play. So we got riflemen on the flank side of the building, riflemen on the dead side of the building, also being flanked. Oh, there goes the mine! Oh, damn, it just got caught off screen. There goes the bricks as well. Poor bricks. They've served us so well. The bars from long range should actually be favorable in this engagement, even though that the Volks are inside of a building. But distance is key here. That would be the main principle for this engagement, is to get as much distance as possible. We got an MG setting up here with 14 kills! That is also an impressive number to see on an MG42 squad. The rifleman from Lolly try and get behind this train, but this soldier is letting the team down. And now the MP40 Volks are charging in whilst these guys are suppressed. They'll be easy targets for the MP40s. Mine's being deconstructed from the Pioneers. Oh, he's even getting down on the ground. He's like, ah, don't fire at me! Ah, friendlies in the area! Mine friendlies! What is going off over here, though? It seems to...
Enemy unit down.
The Lolly has located a Pak 38 in the area, and a P4 has arrived on the field, which means that there is a Panzer Command on the field. Panzer 4 seems like an epic choice, really. I mean, it's the equivalent of a Sherman tank, but with just this motor pull out now. We do have an anti-tank gun being produced. It's going to be okay. The infantry, there's more than enough infantry to deal with an anti-tank gun. So an excellent support vehicle. We can get it for much, much cheaper than any old Panther. And we really don't need anti-tank at the moment. So this tank is just here for really killing infantry, being a pain, and giving something for Lolly to worry about. That's going to put on a lot of psychological pressure in his mind as he just runs through how badly this game is going for him right now. It's got a P4. Oh, my stuff is dying. Why would you stay alive? Stuff, bad stuff. Mines from Siberian at the Brickery Center, and Lolly has decided to build himself a minor fortification. I'm sure this will lead to many victories in the sector, unless Sir P4 decides that he doesn't like the sandbag and will just run over it. I don't think he is, though. He's just creating some holes in the wall. No, oh, no, he's eyeing it up. He's trying to figure out what angle he wants to approach this sandbag at and destroy it. Meanwhile, though, on more exciting lands, we have an unfortunate Pioneer squad which is getting surrounded by all sorts of riflemen. And I think Siberian does notice that, yeah, he does. He's getting out of there. But he saw that there was a rifleman squad coming right behind him. And it doesn't even stick around just to suppress one squad. But we got the P4 coming in to support. Vet 1 for the P4 as well. So he is vetting up those tanks, which is a nice tactic to come into. This is the 16-minute mark, so vetting up your tanks this early on is going to be a pain in the backside for Lolly to have to deal with, especially as he's only going to be able to produce tanks. He's got his supply yard. He is producing a supply yard upgrade as well. We have sticky grenades out here too. So we have the necessary components for dealing with a P4. It's just a matter of dealing with it. And finally we are seeing this barbed wire, the Great Wire of China, being attempted to be cut. But Siberian is not having any of that. No, no, no. That's his wire. You don't spoil his wire. He put a lot of effort into that wire. Instead, the AT gun's going to try and blow a hole through this wall so we can get through here. I think, actually, he is targeting the wire, but he's missing quite massively. I mean, it is an interesting thing to do. Maybe just blow a hole through this wall. Why not? You know? We can create multiple holes. I can see 2 P4s on the field. One is guarding the right, guarding the middle.
We're at 200 points.
Yeah. 200 points left for the Allies. I can't possibly see what Lolly can do at the moment. But he's going to stick in it because there is prize money involved. And cash prizes is awesome. I believe for every tournament that Game Replays host, there's roughly about a $200 prize pool involved. Sometimes more. It really depends on how much is in the coffers at the time. Plus some people like to donate too. So that's all well and good. Good job for everyone that does that. Speaking of which, if you don't know Game Replays and you're just watching this randomly, you've randomly found me, you can find out a load of games there, a load of replays to check out. And other casts, other commentators too. So check out Game Replays. It's good. And also, I do a bunch of other casts as well. Men of War, Smite, random games. A lot of content on my channel. That's enough of the infomercials now, though. Interesting, we have an AT gun on the right-hand side. The P4 knows it, though. It's already taken at least 1 or 2 shots. Moves around, it takes another. The shell bounces off and lands on the concrete. The MG is completely out of position, surrounded by riflemen. Great play there from Lolly. And he's now going to be able to capture some of these vital points. He could really use some territory. Understatement of the year, though. MG42 on the left-hand side as well. Just locking this area down. We got Rangers on the battlefield as well now. That's great. Thompson's instantly being upgraded. So those early munitions came in handy for something. In the meantime, though, it looks like the MP40 Volks, I mean, it looks like they could actually just charge in here and just take all of this stuff out on the right-hand side. Not a problem there. P4 could also probably go in. It's just an AT gun. We can rotate and drive around it. There's plenty of room to do that. This area is getting completely surrounded. Finally, something has died from Siberian. Ooh, it's looking good now. It's definitely looking good for Lolly. He brings in a second AT gun and some Rangers, so he's got plenty of anti-tank to deal with these 2 Panthers. But now he's going to have to deal with some Knights crossholders too. So, what can I say for Lolly, man? More of his guys are inevitably going to die. Rangers fire up and then decide No, I think they fired up before, then got in the house, and then got out of the house. And then that's when the fire-up ended, which means after that ends, they go back into slow mode, even slower than before, and they're like, whoa. It's like one of those dreams where you really struggle to run. The nice crossholders are owning it up on the right-hand side, charging around here. I think they are most likely going to get this AT gun. I'll just look at the sense of urgency of this guy. He's just like,
Forces are taking casualties.
I'm not going to make it. I don't know why I run. What's the point? And then he commences yoga stance as well. Oh, the death animations. Maybe they could be improved in Company of Heroes 2. Maybe not. Maybe they are already a top-notch quality. We got Pioneers almost inside of the P4, repairing that up. I mean, I've not seen a bunker. I think I forgot to mention this in the last game, but we could definitely have saw some bunkers from both Marinas and Contador in some of those games. Just saw a repair station. There was plenty of vehicles, but they relied on engineers, pioneers, to go repair stuff. So, hey, you know, preference 2 Knights crossholders, which is more painful to deal with 1. That's like double the amount of pain. We're going to run into some more mines here. And the P4 quite easily disposing of that soldier. The Rangers are trying to move in here, get in position, because they know the P4 is coming around here. But do they know that there are 2 P4s coming around here? Probably not. Hitting yet again another mine. Lolly could really benefit from a goddamn minesweeper. Oh, wouldn't that be fantastic? Lolly saying, yeah, GG. GG! So game over. We've got more games to come. Lolly and Siberian roles reversed for the next game. If Siberian wins it, he will go through to round 2 and face Marinas. I hope you guys will join me. Do check out my channel. Do check out all the other stuff as well. If you want to see the Facebooks, you want to see the Twitters, all the stuff for that, link in the description. As for me though, I'm happy enough with you just to watch the videos and click the like button. That's good, that supports me, that's really useful. Follow the channel as well on Twitch. I can't think of any generic default things to say anymore, so we'll just go with the most generic and most default thing to say at the end of a session of Company of Heroes. I'm Inuki.
Weapon crew reporting.
Want more video? Over there at the top of the screen are relevant videos. And some other videos for London. You can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button too. If you got this far, maybe you should press like. No one sticks around for this long. Your loyalty has an unreal quality.